Number 17, the number 17 player on ESPN's top 50 big board is USC wide receiver Makai Lemon, my favorite player in this entire draft. And so for this one, I asked you guys to give me a player comp. And the reason I asked you to give me a player comp for Makai Lemon is because I've had a player comp for him for a couple weeks now, and I'm eager to share it. But before I do, I want to know if my comp is close to what you guys are thinking or if it's way off. I want to know how badly the internet is going to roast me here. So, Avery, why don't you start? Give me your player comp for Makai Lemon.
I initially had one, and now I kind of have two, like kind of a hybrid. At first, I was kind of thinking JSN, but then I was also kind of looking at Godwin a little bit too. And then looking at both of them, I'm like, honestly, he seems like just something kind of in the middle here, just as far as just his ability just the reliability of JSN, but also the strength of Godwin. Honestly, it looked literally like just somewhere in between those two players. That's what I had.
I also wrote down JSN. Similar size, coming out of college, similar questions, and we have to build up speed, to have an explosive first step. Same thing, coming out of Ohio State for JSN. I truly think it's kind of spot on. He just always sits in the hole, finds the open spot, makes the catches, and moves forward.
All right, so that makes me feel a little bit better. I don't think my comp for him is as crazy as some people might think it is.
Watch this be Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he told us not to go with him because he wanted to go with him to make us look.
Yeah, I did tell them not to choose Amon-Ra St. Brown because that's what everybody says his player comp is, and I disagree. When I watch Makai Lemon play, I see Antonio Brown. He's not the biggest, he's not the fastest, but he beats you anyway. It's the elite body control, it's the ability to track the ball, it's the aggressive style that he plays with. He plays 10 times bigger than his frame, and he makes insane catches that he has absolutely no business making. USC was so confident in his ability to make catches, they would throw him fade routes in the end zone like he has the size of DK Metcalf. He's dangerous with the ball in his hands, and I truly think that Makai Lemon is the best receiver in this draft. When I watch Makai Lemon play, I get the feeling that he is a special player that I don't get when I watch Jordan Tyson, Carnell Tate, or Denzel Boston. He does not care about his size. He does not care what size you are. He's not afraid to get hit. He's not afraid to do all the dirty work. He runs great routes. And I'm telling you guys, Makai Lemon is something special.
He's him? Is that what you're saying?
He's him.
Makai Lemon. Him. Excuse me.
I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of that comp? Antonio Brown.
I like it. I can see that.
Another thing, too, another reason why is because if you watch highlights of Antonio Brown and watch highlights of Makai Lemon, you'll see on there that there's plays where Antonio Brown is just doing a nasty stiff arm to some of these guys to get him off of him. And Antonio Brown is like 5'10", like 185 pounds. He's a little bit lighter and slightly shorter than Makai Lemon, but Makai Lemon's not a big guy. And he's just finding ways to get off of these defensive backs to get extra yards. Like I saw him throw some nasty stiff arms. This dude, again, has no business making some of these catches, and he's making it look easy. Like he's not even trying, and he just makes the catch that he has absolutely no business making whatsoever. This dude is not blessed physically, but his mindset and the way that he plays is insane.
Would you say he's your Jackson Dart of the year?
Yes.
Okay.
My favorite player in this whole draft, Makai Lemon, and it's not close.
The amount of times I heard people in scouting reports, whether it be PFF or any random YouTuber like us, say, well, if he were 6 foot, dude's 5'11" and a half.
1 inch.
Dude's 5'11" and a half. I just truly don't think that matters anymore. You can be 5'11" and play bigger. I looked up how tall Cooper Kupp was because I legitimately thought he was 5'10", 5'11". Dude's 6'2". I would have guessed he was 3 inches shorter. Now, not taking anything away from Cooper Kupp, he just stature-wise looks smaller. I think we're at a point to where in the NFL, that few inches does not matter as much anymore. In the receiver position specifically, your ability to gain separation and to get open matters significantly more than your height. Because if you can be open and make the catch, then who cares how tall you are? I actually think he uses it to his advantage more where he just sneaks in behind the defense or sits in the holes of the zone rather than being a big body like a Tet, who's a 6'4", and you're going to see him everywhere in the field because he stands literally is just taller than everybody else.
Yeah, I think really where his size comes into play is he does have a little bit of a limited catch radius due to his size, but honestly, it doesn't matter. He'll make the catch anyway. If you give him the opportunity to make the catch, he's going to make it anyway. And really, the biggest thing I think he needs to work on is the same thing that we mentioned with Denzel Boston and every receiver we've scouted so far. He struggles against physical corners at the line of scrimmage. It's the same thing with every receiver so far, at least the top ones in the draft, because we haven't got to the bottom ones yet, but the same thing. He struggles against press coverage, physical corners at the line of scrimmage. But outside of that, man, Makai Lemon can do everything that you could possibly want from a receiver.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I agree. I think his dependability, but also his ability to make the big play, not even necessarily, I mean, he also has that ability, you know, the yards after catch, which is, you know, something that JSN doesn't have as much of, at least, you know, comparing, you know, college to, you know, NFL, you know, fairly here, which is why I kind of gave him that Chris Godwin comparison as well. I was just curious if he's more injury prone or where the real weakness is here. Because like Joel said, you know, Antonio Brown was a bona fide superstar for a number of years and yeah, was also undersized. But it's just one of those things where, you know, being at the right place at the right time, having the ability to go in, make the catch, having the courage to make that catch while being pummeled is huge. So yeah, I agree with Joel. I think he's, you know, this dude could be a superstar for sure.
I'm curious to see where you guys have him ranked because
we have him ranked, comrade.
I absolutely love this guy. I absolutely love Makai Lemon. So I I'm excited to see where you guys have him ranked versus some of these other guys that we've already talked about.
Also, Mark Davis's haircut still sucks.